Fox News alert, police have released security footage from the deadly school shooting in Nashville that left 6 dead yesterday, including 9-year-old. The surveillance video from inside the school shows the trans killer, Audrey Hale, shooting her way in at 10:11 a.m. Police were called into action at 10:13 a.m., and less than 10 minutes later, they were on the scene. Now, we're going to show you some parts of the body cam footage, so viewer warning, it's tough to watch.
Let's go! Metro Police! Just move right. Cover left. Cover left. I think it's upstairs. It sounds like it's upstairs. Go. Right. Push it LPVO. Go right.
Nashville PD's fast response saved a lot of lives yesterday. It took them 15 minutes from the moment they got the call to the moment they put down the shooter. They didn't hesitate. The two officers credited with neutralizing the trans killer are Michael Colazzo and Rex Engelbert. Way to go, guys. The police haven't released a motive yet, but the police chief says the trans shooter had a manifesto.
We have a manifesto. We have a booklet that shows exactly what she had planned to do. We have maps that showed the entry point into the school, the weapons that was going to be used, the clothing that she was going to wear. She had drawn it up almost like a cartoon character. It was exactly what she had on.
They also found out that the shooter had other targets, but turned around after seeing too much security. That's the key. Armed security is a deterrent to mass shooters. But the school may have been the main target. She had an axe to grind.
There's possibly some resentment for having to go to that school. She was a previous student. She had some connections there. The head of the school was assassinated in the hallway. So we feel it was targeted and planned.
And before going in, the trans mass shooter messaged a friend saying this: "I'm planning to die today. You'll probably hear me on the news." The friend also said Hale had suicidal tendencies. The police chief says she was being treated for mental illness.
She was under care, doctor's care, for an emotional disorder. Law enforcement knew nothing about the treatment she was receiving, but her parents felt that she should not own weapons.
So a mentally ill trans girl was stockpiling guns under her parents' roof and the parents didn't know? Something doesn't make sense here. And if the psychiatrist is seeing a patient that's homicidal or suicidal, they have a duty to flag the patient with the cops. But that didn't happen. Now, Primetime doesn't know the type of emotional disorder the shooter was being treated for, and we don't want to speculate. Patients who suffer from gender confusion are often treated with drugs. Now, we don't know if there was a pharmaceutical factor. We don't know anything about side effects or if the killer was being pumped with testosterone, but we should know soon. Just 8 months ago, at her graduation from art school, she seemed fine.
It's been hard, but it's also been an amazing experience when it comes to developing my creative talents and growing as an artist.
She went from being an artist to a killer like that. How do you explain that? Well, in 2018, in Aberdeen, Maryland, a trans shooter opened fire on a pharmaceutical distribution center. In 2019, a trans high schooler shot up his school in Denver. And just back in November, a Colorado Springs nightclub was shot up by someone who identified as non-binary. Now, what do these cases have in common? All of these shooters had a documented history of mental illness and gender dysphoria. What's going on in the trans community? Remember, there have been members of the trans community calling for a day of rage. And a radical trans group, the Trans Resistance Network, is already coming to the Nashville shooter's defense. Listen to this statement. Hale felt like she had no other effective way to be seen than to lash out by taking the life of others. The life of transgender people is very difficult, made more difficult in the preceding months by a virtual avalanche of anti-trans legislation and public call-outs. So the trans community is sympathizing with the child killer, almost justifying the mass murder. But CNN is saying the trans situation had nothing to do with the hate crime. Listen.
Pronouns do not kill children, right? People with guns kill children, and it's going to be a distraction in our coverage and keep us from what we now know.
This is like saying that religion has nothing to do with al-Qaeda. Remember that? Of course, Joe Biden beats around the bush. He wants to strip your rights away because of what a trans killer did.
These are weapons of war. I'm a Second Amendment guy. I have 2 shotguns. My sons have shotguns. You know, but our states, you know, everybody thinks somehow the Second Amendment is absolute. You're not allowed to go out and own an automatic weapon. You're not allowed to own a machine gun. You're not allowed to own a flamethrower. You're not allowed to own so many other things. Why in God's name do we allow these weapons of war in our streets and at our schools? I again call on Congress to pass the assault weapons ban. Pass it. It should not be a partisan issue. It's a common sense issue.
First, Hunter Biden shouldn't be allowed to own a shotgun. And second, why does Biden never talk about mass shootings in Chicago? They happen every day. Kids get murdered in Democrat cities every day. The left doesn't want to talk about the cultural aspect about this, do they? It's too dicey to talk about parents and transgender, mental health, hardening soft targets. They don't want to go there. And where have all these red flag laws gotten us? When are they going to work? The truth is this. The pharmaceutical industry and surgeons are making an obscene amount of money off trans.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.